Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine. Now we'll continue with the next topic. Last time we were discussing the type of chemical reactions. So in that we discussed the activity series in the last video. Same we will continue. What is activity series? It is a series which consists of the elements arranged in the decreasing order of their reactivity. The first element it is potassium, then sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead, hydrogen, then copper, silver and gold. So different elements they have been arranged. How these are helpful in predicting the displacement of one element by the other element, or why they are arranged or how they are arranged. They are arranged because their reactivity decreases in the order given as such. This one is most reactive or highly reactive, and the last one gold, that is least reactive. Their arrangement is done so that study of the displacement reactions that become easy. Like common example is there when suppose iron metal it reacts with copper sulfate. So what is there? You can see here iron is having higher position, copper is having lower position than iron. So iron is more reactive than copper. So what does it carries out? How does this reaction is carried out? Iron displaces the copper and itself it combines with sulfate and forms FeSO4 plus copper metal is there. Similarly, if copper is added to iron sulfate solution, what is there? No reaction takes place. Why? Because copper cannot displace the iron. Copper is less reactive than iron. So only the more reactive elements they can displace the less reactive elements. So generally, like when potassium, which is a metal, potassium which is at the top, when it is added to water, so the reaction is highly explosive in nature and there is formation of potassium hydroxide along with hydrogen gas is evolved. Clear? Now what does potassium do here, or how this reaction takes place? Potassium is having much difference in the reactivity than the hydrogen. So what here is done in the reaction, water can be written as like this way, HOH. So K combines with OH and there is formation of KOH along with hydrogen gas is released out. You can balance this one or this one also the same. Clear? So this is a general reaction. Similarly, many more reactions are possible, like when sodium reacts with water, then also sodium hydroxide is formed along with hydrogen gas is evolved. So in this way different reactions they are possible, but the main thing is the reactivity of that element which is undergoing displacement reaction, that must be more. Otherwise in such cases no reaction takes place, while in the cases in which a highly reactive metal reacts with the solution of that particular metal, or it reacts with any particular acid, then in those cases the particular new compounds are formed. Clear? Okay. Next one is the double displacement reaction. So this activity series is very important that you have to learn. After that, double displacement, we discussed in the earlier video that 4 different types of reactions are there. First one combination, then decomposition, then displacement, and the last one double displacement. So double displacement or double decomposition. In this particular type of reaction, what is there? Suppose this is a general reaction. So AB plus CD, it gives AC plus BD. Clear? So these type of reactions, they are generally of two types. First type of reactions, they are known as precipitation reaction, and second type of reactions, they are known as neutralization reaction. Precipitation and neutralization reaction. What is there in the precipitation reaction? Reaction which involves the formation of new substances, but the newly formed substance that contains precipitate, that forms an insoluble mass. Like these two are reacting, so this one will be in the form of a precipitate. This will not mix in the solution. Other will be in a form of colorless solution, or some other type of color may be there, but this type will be in the form of insoluble mass. So that type of reactions which involve the formation of new products as a precipitate. One product is as a precipitate, another one could be a colorless or a colored solution. While in case of neutralization reaction, what is there? An acid, it combines with base, and there is formation of salt plus water. So two different types of reactions are there which belong to double displacement or double decomposition. First one is known as precipitation, another one it is known as neutralization reactions. So we will discuss one by one. Only examples you need to keep in mind. So first one is precipitation. So as the name indicates, type of reaction in which precipitate is formed. Precipitate, earlier also I said, it is a type of insoluble mass or insoluble form of any substance that remains as such in the given solution. Like when silver nitrate that is added to sodium chloride solution, so both are colorless, both are colorless solutions. So when silver nitrate that is added to this particular sodium chloride solution, so a new precipitate is formed, that is silver chloride plus sodium nitrate. Now this silver chloride that will be in the form of precipitate, and the color of precipitate that will be white. Precipitate short form I am writing PPT, and this one NaNO3 that is colorless solution. Clear? So this is a general example of one precipitation reaction. Similarly, when a particular lead nitrate solution is mixed with potassium iodide, so again both are colorless. This one is also colorless. So on mixing there is formation of lead iodide solution. It is not a solution, lead iodide along with formation of potassium nitrate solution is there. So this one is in the form of precipitate. The arrow which I am showing in the downward direction, that refers to the precipitate which settles at the bottom, and this one is again a colorless solution. Similarly, many more reactions are there which belong to double displacement category, and in them the precipitate, this one, precipitate is formed. Clear? Here what is being done in the reaction? This part, it is combining with this particular, while this particular K is combining with NO3. Like suppose this one is A, this is B, this one it is C, this one is D. So what is done here? A combines with D and B combines with C. Clear? AD plus BC. Here AB and CD, that side AD plus BC, means interchange of the particular substituents or radicals takes place, nothing different from this particular, and no particular different thing is there, only simple exchange of radicals is there. Clear? Clear to everyone? Okay, now the next one type of reaction which belongs to the same category, that is the neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction, from the name itself, means in which the new formed product they become neutral. So an acid when combines with a base, there is formation of salt and water. It could be a strong acid strong base, or it could be a strong acid weak base. The result is salt and water. Like normally acid hydrochloric acid and base, suppose sodium hydroxide is there. So again interchange of the radicals is there. Here it is having H positive Cl negative. Here it is having Na positive OH negative. So what is formed? H plus, first of all we have to write salt. So Na positive Cl negative plus H positive and OH negative. Clear? So basically it is like NaCl plus H2O. Clear? Many more reactions are there. You can write for sulfuric acid and calcium hydroxide. So what is formed? Here calcium sulfate will be formed along with water is given. Clear? So in this way, this particular type of reactions, it involves the formation of salt and water only, and it also belongs to the same category, double displacement or double decomposition. Means two elements, they are getting two radicals or positively or negatively charged particles, they are getting displaced from their position, and in turn we are getting a new particular substance. Okay, the next one is oxides. So oxides, that topic is also very important. So oxides, they are the compounds of oxygen. They could be metallic oxides as well as non-metallic oxides. Based on this particular metallic and non-metallic oxides, we have oxides of three basic categories. First one are known as acidic oxides. Second one are known as basic oxides. And third one, they are neutral oxides. From the name itself, acidic oxides, which are acidic in nature, basic oxide, which are basic in nature, and neutral, which are neither acidic nor basic. Metallic oxide, from the name itself, which are formed by metal plus oxygen, and non-metallic oxide, from the name itself, which are made from non-metal plus oxygen. Clear? So many examples are there, like for metallic oxides we have potassium oxide, sodium oxide, calcium oxide, then it is copper oxide, iron oxide, iron 3 oxide, etc. While for this one, non-metallic oxides, we have carbon dioxide, sulfur trioxide, then we have H2S, or simple we can write, we have ozone, that is also acidic, and many more different type of non-metallic oxides are there. So only this much you have to remember, like nitrogen oxide, nitrogen trioxide, nitrogen pentaoxide, phosphorus oxide. So many more examples are there. Now one thing you keep in mind, the oxides which are formed by non-metal and oxygen, they are generally acidic in nature, and those which are formed by metal and oxygen, they are generally basic in nature. There are many examples of neutral oxides like water, N2O, etc. So these oxides, they show different nature, different behavior. They are neither acidic nor basic. One more type of oxides are there, which in some cases they behave as acidic, while in some cases they behave as basic. So the type of oxides which show dual nature, like when base is combined with such oxides, they become acids, and when particular acid combines with them, then they become basic. So those are known as amphoteric oxides, and example of amphoteric oxides are generally three, that is aluminium oxide, lead oxide, and zinc oxide. Clear? How these are formed, how the type of acids are derived. So metallic oxides, generally they are formed when the metal carbonates, they are heated. Similarly, this particular non-metallic oxides, how they are formed? They are formed when a particular, like when carbon dioxide, when metal carbonate reacts with acid, there is formation of carbon dioxide, that is a non-metallic oxide. When particular metal sulfate that reacts with a concentrated acid, then sulfur dioxide is formed. When metal sulfide, that particular reacts with a acid, then metal sulfides are formed. Metal sulfide, this particular non-metallic oxide, when metal sulfide reacts with acid, this H2S is formed. So different ways of preparing these particular are there, so you have to cover all them.